That's a really good question, because when I was in the Marines, and actually when I came out of the Marines and was teaching personal development, I thought that what the cure-all was positive thinking. It's attitudes, goal setting, and all these things that actually we often get taught from when we're in school. It's all about smart goals and things nowadays, and we listen to anybody who's about personal development. Not anybody, but a lot of them. It's all about gearing yourself up and being positive and all this sort of stuff, and it really works when you haven't got anxiety. When you haven't got stress and anxiety, it really works. And my experience of finding out that it doesn't work was when I was working for a charity. It was helping people who were disabled to get into employment. And I decided to create little workshops for them to give them, to help with their self-esteem, their confidence, a little bit of stress management, all topics that I'd already been teaching in college, and I'd already created myself anyway. So it was very easy for me to do that, and I loved it. And then one sunny day, I was going to work to do this work, to do a little workshop with people I really liked, and I got to the door and I couldn't go through. I was actually having a panic attack. Now I know that at work there was a little bit of turmoil at work, but nothing I couldn't handle. there wasn't really any stress there I couldn't handle. And in fact, on that day it was sunny. I was doing a job I loved. It was for a charity and everything else. So why was I having a panic attack? The cause and effect just didn't seem to figure at all. But there I was, and I learned very quickly after that positive thinking just goes out the window. You just can't do it. Every positive thought I was trying to have was replied by a dozen reasons why that was a load of rubbish. This is the way that I figured it out, that we all have a capacity for stress, and when we're young that capacity is great. It's like we've got a barrel, and the barrel fills up with stress, accumulated stress. But when we're young, it's empty, so it's loads of capacity. And then through our beliefs and the way that we're brought up and all this sort of stuff, sort of makes the hole at the bottom of the barrel smaller and smaller. So it's harder to filter through and go. And I found myself in a place where basically my barrel filled up, and then I was suddenly having panic attacks. And so through that experience, and through the ongoing years after that of trying to climb out of that, I learned a great deal about anxiety. I was like in it. So when I now talk about helping people with anxiety and stress, I actually talk about through my own experience rather than through reading a book or going to college and studying something through an educational system. This is my experience.